It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Yeah, if I retire from rapping, how many of y'all will really miss me? My swing is incredible, feel like Timberland and Missy. Some niggas owe me money for the style, bitch, I'm Fendi, that's a double entendre. Y'all better put some respect on me, DJ, and be like Jesus and Meryl. I'm a king, I'm a pharaoh, frequently leading this era. Greatness be seeping through the mirror, hold my image and my likeness. My family tree strong as Osiris, I butt hard on them haters like tendonitis. Been my own man, creating avenues like Rosecrans. Y'all niggas stick to the script, I switch up the program. I hold bands in both hands and slow dance with your main chick, no romance, I'm so advanced. If I tell you hit the bricks, I mean it. I hate extra niggas around me, shit is inconvenient. I'm sitting in the name, it's my head getting bigger than freedom. We sing it for freedom, the money weighing in like Keenan. A record sale. I flip streams of income like heads or tails. I spit crack like eggshells. Your girl stay chirping like Nextel. The block stay buzzing like I'm serving a fish scale. Either make a purchase or serve a purpose. The boy blaze trails like Nick Nurkic. Shout it type thick like 6 burgers. If she don't feel the kid, it's a disservice. I'm pinning more hits than Keith Urban. This shit working. Had to steal the beat from Flow. I don't keep it low. Best on either coast. Try me, you could be a ghost. Slick like nematode. Swing like Ichiro. Now you tryna sell a fake book. What you be Simone? If they rapping, I don't trust them. Try to stab me in the back, my chiropractor gon' adjust them. Anytime you play a beat, I'm just enhancing the production. With the way I eat, I got to hand you that concussion. Ain't no justice.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Of course, getting back to the content, last few days I have been away. And in this video, we're going to be getting back into the Dwight Howard saga. Y'all know a couple weeks ago, we covered the Amy Luciani situation where she came out holding the drug paraphernalia, accusing Dwight Howard of being addicted to drugs and saying that this cocaine or whatever they're using is fucking up their relationship, ruining their marriage, and turning him into somebody she can't recognize, okay? She also talked about how she had filed for divorce 6 months into their marriage, decided not to follow through with it based on faith and elders that she respects that told her to stick out her covenant of marriage as they stood before God to honor that. But she had met her wits' end. She talked about how Dwight's daughter had been removed from the home by CPS. Dwight Howard then came out and, filed for a divorce himself and tried to make it seem like there was no police activity at his house. He went out to LA for the Lakers game and was putting on his smile because he was always known in the league as this upbeat, jovial guy. So he went and put on his public front-facing image while trying to cover up what was going on at his crib, right? A lot of people vilified Amy Luciani. A lot of people laughed at Amy Luciani because it was not a good look for her to be posted up with the drugs. Some people felt like she was sniffing it off her hand and things of that nature. And hey, I can't control how anyone perceived that particular video or anything of the like. But now more information is coming to the light, okay? So a couple days ago, Amy Luciani came out and she actually leaked body cam police footage of the police coming to their home because she was locked out by Dwight Howard. And there's also a police call where she informed the authorities that whenever Dwight Howard gets mad at her or feels some type of way or they have a disagreement or something, he basically kicks her out the house, locks her out, and she's forced to sleep in her car. Now, what those disagreements or whatever those things are about, I personally do not know. But now we also have Dwight Howard's ex, and this isn't Royce Reed this time. His ex, by the name of, give me a second here, pull it up. His ex, Tiffany Render, the mother of the child who was actually removed by CPS, the one who Dwight said wasn't removed from the home, that nobody came to the house. She came out and confirmed that it indeed took place. She also has put a post up talking about how Dwight had recently switched her school and made her go to the school that he actually went through from pre-K up to 12th grade, the Christian academy that he went to. So she had been forced to attend this school, and that their daughter had actually signed an affidavit of custody election saying that she wished to go live with her mother before all of this took place. Okay? So there's definitely some serious stuff going on in this house. Some of it may have been, the blow may have been lightened if you want to go by Dwight's account of the situation, but I'm not in that position. Okay? So let's get to it because I don't have a whole lot of time. So here we are on TMZ. It says Dwight Howard and Amy Luciani's estrangement caught on body cam amid reported divorce video. This was posted on the 19th. They say all eyes are on Dwight Howard and Amy Luciani as their private life is once again taking center stage. Body cam footage has surfaced of their recent estrangement. Dwight and Amy's dispute caught on cam. Dwight Howard and his wife, whose real name is Amber Rose Howard, are at the center of newly released body cam footage. The footage shows the estranged couple exchanging tense words during an incident at their Georgia mansion. According to footage obtained by TMZ, Amy was seen waiting outside the front gate on March 6th, telling officers Dwight had locked her out, something she claims happens often. She also revealed that police have been called to the home multiple times within the past year. As previously reported, the situation appears to tie into previously released 911 audio where Amy alleged that Dwight kicked her out of the house. She also told officers that CPS had taken Dwight's daughter from a previous relationship the night before. Amy also claimed that Dwight was upset with her for not defending him. However, Dwight's rep denies that CPS was ever involved, right? So again, Dwight's people are saying that never happened. Dwight claims Amy put the family at risk. Things escalated when Dwight eventually came outside with his son and two men. Amy says he had just met the men days earlier through a celebrity numbers app and hired them on the spot. During the interaction, Dwight pulled an officer aside and had his son share his version of events, claiming he tried to avoid Amy due to her yelling. Dwight also alleged that his daughter's mother and Amy have teamed up against him. He also accused them of trying to damage his reputation and family. The NBA star went on to tell officers he's officially retiring from basketball. Additionally, he claimed that Amy had been provoking him ahead of a major upcoming ceremony. He also made a serious allegation about one of his dogs passing away while under Amy's care, citing negligence. Dwight ultimately told officers he fears for his safety and his son's well-being, adding something has to be done. So as she called the police on him, he tried to change the narrative for the officers to take his side. Here they have footage.
What's going on?
What's going on is my husband,
Okay.
whenever he gets upset, he locks me out the gate.
Okay.
Last night he lost custody of his daughter, not my daughter. Him and the daughter's mom, his baby's mom, have been in a 2-year ugly custody battle. The mom lives in Florida. He won custody, but she just won her back. So you guys were here last night. He took the daughter and everything. He was in an upset stupor, going ballistic. I did not feel comfortable. He left out. I left out. When I came back, this is his third time doing it. The last time you guys came was like a year ago. And they told him to his face, they said, this is Miss Howard. I've been here, living here. My address is on this driver's license. They said, by law, Mr. Howard, you cannot do that. Yeah, I do have it in house. They said, if you do that, don't you know, I could have ran through the thing by law, but I don't want to do that because
Where's your car at?
I Ubered here. Okay. My car is right here because last night it's a pink I-8 sitting over there. That's my car.
The what?
My car's inside of here.
Okay.
But how crazy and erratic he acts when you not you guys, but when CPS took his child, he was taking all out on me. And I'm like, I get you mad. Why didn't you say nothing to them and tell them that she was lying? I'm like, gonna say that because she ain't lying. I can't incriminate myself, so I walked away. As soon as they left, he came in the room and said, "Why didn't you say anything?" I said, "Hey, I'm starting to get scared with all of this. I've been with you for only 15 months. Your daughter's 15. I can't lie to the police." And he said, "Fine, then. Fine, I'm gonna show you." He took my stepson and him. He left out. Make a long story short, when he didn't return, a black guy, pulled up in the house in a black truck, parked right where that white car is that's doing our pressure washing, got out the car, and he's just sitting on the car. So I'm looking, I'm like, I never seen you do a day in my life. I called my mom. I'm like, "Mom, this dude just sitting out here for 30 minutes. She said, "Get in an Uber and come to my house." I got an Uber, came to her house.
You can cancel the
I came
third
back,
minute.
he changed the gate on me again.
Your wife wants to get in the house and she can't because you locked her out.
That's not true.
Okay.
I got 2 witnesses here, and I'll let
Is there any way she can get in?
you. Can I?
Yeah.
That's a simple question.
No, go ahead.
Huh?
And by the way,
Hold
I
on.
will subpoena you if you lie on record you. So lie if you want to.
Hold on.
That type of person.
So tell me.
I'm not going to say
No, so tell me, how do you know this situation?
We're just here doing pressure washing. My daughter's mom has been trying for the last year to get her daughter.
So who has custody? You still have custody?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So what is happening is they have teamed up.
Who has? She has in your ex-wife or the baby mother or whatever.
And the baby mom.
Okay.
They're upset about money. So they want
Come on, man. What benefit does your current wife and your previous woman, the child of your mom, the mother of your daughter, excuse me, I fucked up because I'm so confused. What benefit is there for them to team up against you? Amy Luciani's only benefit is being with you. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole reason she got with you. She was previously with a nigga that didn't want to work, was trying to get his brand off the ground. He didn't have money to really invest in his shit, but he was trying. She got tired of taking care of his ass. She seen Dwight, and and it was a come up. People tried to warn her about fucking with Dwight. She went the other way instead of going back to her guns and focusing on her fucking music career and maybe doing love and hip hop or whatever. She went to the cushy, cozy life of Dwight Howard, or so she thought it was going to be. So there's no benefit in linking up with your ex other than trying to benefit this child who seems to be miserable in your custody. And I would be miserable in this fucking house as well because it seems like it's nothing but drama, even with Amy around. You know what I'm saying? Because we saw the other shit, the other video she put out, talking to the son. I'm not saying that Amy is innocent. I'm not saying that Amy is completely blameless in all of this, but I am saying this nigga full of shit, and I will stand on that.
to destroy my kids and my reputation. I didn't even want you to do this, but I gotta let you know. I'm gonna officially retire from basketball.
Who gives a
And I
fuck?
was having a ceremony in a couple of days. It's supposed to be tomorrow.
Who gives a
She
fuck?
knows me, so she can do anything to ruffle my feathers, stop my stuff. She can do it. Last night we asked the cops, can we do something about her being here because she's gonna keep antagonizing me, and I know the rules. I know what's going on, and I'm cool with that. But this is my place. I've been here for 9-10 years. We just got married. She left the first 6 months because she was trying to get some money, but everybody telling me to do the right thing.
What is the right thing, Mr. Howard?
The right thing was to stay married or stay with somebody.
Okay.
And so I tried that, you know what I'm saying, forgiveness, whatever you want to call
All
it.
right.
Brought it back in the exact time when I brought it up in to the time she started going crazy was a full year. As soon as the year hit, she just went berserk. And so there's also been instances where she's jealous of my animals. I had
Of your what?
my animals.
With these dogs?
She's jealous of my animals. This man just said.
I had another Malinois
Okay.
that was killed under her watch. A couple of days before the dog died, she told me, I got something for you. But she said it in a way like, I'm going to do something to you. I got something for you. And
She killed your dog? You can't prove it.
I'm not implying or saying that she killed my dog, but I would say that she was negligent because she was watching my animals and she said that the dogs got out the gate. Now, as y'all can see, that this gate is pretty big and strong.
Right.
There's no way these dogs can get out no matter what they do unless somebody open the gate.
Pushes it open. Right. Okay. All right. That's
I
odd.
don't wanna s-
Yeah. All right. At the end of the day,
Okay, so it sounds like it's possible that they both have been vindictive towards each other, inflicting microaggressions or macroaggressions towards each other, going tit for tat, and now it's coming to a head with police involvement. Okay, now I don't know the story about the dead dog, but he's alleging that he had another dog that died on her watch that got out some kind of way. I don't know that to be true or false. Just gonna have to take a bit of his word for it at this point.
I'm afraid for my son. He does not feel safe around her. Something has to be done.
okay.
Like, please.
Well, tell me what you think you want done.
To be here, she's trying to antagonize me. This is
Okay.
why she called you guys
Right.
to come here.
So
She was not locked out the house. She was in there. She just yelled at me. She just walked outside.
yeah, well, she said she went in through some other side gate.
Okay. So he says that's not even the case of her being locked out. He says that she removed herself, allegedly. Furthermore, the drama continues to unfold as Amy claims Dwight made her financially dependent on him. That's interesting. Couple apparently fused over canceled TV deal. I thought you was always dependent on him. She alleges that he discouraged her from continuing her run on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay, that makes sense because my wife has told me that he pulled this similar move on Royce back when she wanted to get a show, and he tried to like cut her off at the legs by not mentioning his name or, you know, all of this different stuff. He didn't want to be connected in any type of way to when she wanted to be on TV and all this different type of stuff. And Royce has said that Dwight has completely ruined her career, ruined her everything that she wanted to do for herself. So this sounds like a recurring theme, right? So she says he didn't want her to go back to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, which was her largest form of income, although she is an artist and songwriter in the music industry. She's independent. So, you know, those checks, they can be nice, but they're going to have to last for a while. You know what I'm saying? You live a pretty standard middle class life, and the checks, they only come a few times a year. She also alleges the couple had secured $1 million each TV deal. But Amy claims that Dwight abruptly canceled it via email without her knowledge, didn't even talk to her, allegedly. Sources close to him dispute her claims, saying the deal wasn't solid and denying he used money as leverage. So this was an opportunity for both of them to get some major bread. And he backed out last minute without even confronting her. He just did it sneakily through an email, so-called. They also alleged that her time on the VH1 show had already become inconsistent, setting the stage for what could be a larger legal battle if the two can't reach an agreement. So as you can see, Dwight is trying to paint her out as an erratic individual, someone who can't control herself. She was losing her outlet on the show. She was losing relevance on the show. And of course, Love and Hip Hop, you got to have some love involved. You ain't just gonna come on there solo. You see how many niggas Carly Red done dated just to stay on that motherfucker. Anyway, Dwight Howard wife Amber says he axed TV show deal. So I guess in this police cam footage they talked about it.
I got off the TV show I was on for 4 years because he said he didn't want me doing the show, but now it's like he just fully financially, he took over my car note, he took over everything. I got rid of my business phones. I'm on his phone plan, so both phones I have on me are on his. My insurance is on his. And I was thinking the whole time that the benefit is like, okay, I have a husband who wants to be a provider,
Right.
you know, so I was willing to do it. My mom's husband provides for her in the same way. And he just works a regular job. But then at the year later, it's like, dang, but if you get mad, he could cut my phone off. And he does that. He'll mute the phone. He can't take my insurance off, but he has literally backed my car up in the garage and I don't have clickers to it. So then he like, go catch your Uber. I'll catch an Uber because if I keep going back and forth, he's the breadwinner.
Do you have your own credit cards?
Yeah, I have my own credit card.
Okay, well, that's good.
But all the money come from him.
So you're not flashy. Good. So hopefully you have a little bit of your money squirreled away somewhere for the rainy day. I don't know if you do or don't. I would hope you do.
I don't yet.
Huh?
I don't. As a matter of fact, we just scored our first TV show. We were supposed to get $1 million apiece. We were supposed to be in LA tomorrow. My husband's fashion. He called them. No, he emailed them and canceled the show. I didn't even know that.
We did see Dwight in LA at the Lakers game shortly after all of this stuff ensued. She wasn't. He was. He was out there smiling. He 20, you know what I mean? Looking like a slim version of that nigga that be dancing in them motherfucking restaurants.
The agent called me and said, Miss Howard, what are you guys doing? What wrong? We thought you guys were so happy. I'm like, I had no clue what he was
Are they going to be able to get around me?
Yeah.
All right. So that's that video where she talks about that. And I guess that's all we got on this particular piece. Now we get to the baby mama who actually has legal rights to the daughter that was removed from the home, although Amy was the one who broke the story about all that. So just a few days ago, Tiffany Render comes out. She says 3/18/26. I think that was meant to say 2/18/26 because, of course, the 18th of March was just a couple days ago, and we know this story broke weeks ago. But she says, I went to have lunch with my daughter as the last few weeks have been extremely exhausting for a 15-year-old girl who simply wants to feel safe, heard, and close to her mother. So this is a photo of Dwight, herself, and their daughter. Okay? The photo was taken by a faculty member at the new school my daughter just started attending, which is conveniently where Dwight attended from pre-K to 12th grade. Now, that's not my lifestyle. Y'all let me know what those schools are like if you've ever attended one from pre-K to 12th grade. It's crazy. This strategic move out of nowhere enroll my baby in the exact school that her father graduated from was another attempt to silence her. And remember, Dwight Howard is like big stuff at this school. You know what I mean? Like he brought them into prominence. I'm quite sure he continues to donate into the school and be like the man when he walks through. You know what I mean? Anyway, we'll keep going. Her father graduated from was another attempt to silence her. When my daughter found the courage to speak up about her emotional distress, sadness, loneliness, and feeling neglected to her school counselors and coaches at her original high school, instead of being supported, her father immediately ripped her out of school and changed her phone number. Okay? So she opened up to faculty at her previous school and was allegedly punished by being enrolled into the school he used to go to. Allegedly took this child's phone and all other forms of communication. She then spoke up to her sport coaches and was immediately removed from her volleyball and basketball team by her father. Okay, I remember a couple years ago, Dwight was like doing very, very intense training with his kids for athletics and stuff like that. So we see that she's a part of volleyball and basketball, but he then removed her as she opened up to elders that she could confide in. Her cell phone was taken away weeks ago in an attempt to disconnect her communication. When a child cries out for help, they deserve to be protected, not dismissed and hidden. What led to the unfortunate situation on March 5th, 2026 was not random. It was the result of a child reaching her breaking point. Okay? So remember, on the 5th, this took place. On the 6th, Amy Luciani came out and talked to us. Now we see footage from back on the 6th or the 7th of this month where she had called the police because she was removed from the house, allegedly. So these dates do line up. Dwight says they teaming up against me. They trying to make me look bad. I'm about to retire officially from the NBA and they just want to make me look bad. Okay, nigga. You been looking bad. Everybody that done dealt with your motherfucking ass said you was down bad. Anyway, it was the result of a child reaching her breaking point. I now know that this photo was calculated to give a false and fake happy family narrative. I mean, look at the face this nigga's making. I have been silent for years. I stayed out of the blogs and away from the noise, not because I didn't have something to say, but because I was focused on protecting my child. Made out to be a liar when all I ever was is a mom that knew her daughter was in danger. But today I say this. My daughter spoke up. My daughter cried out for help. She stood in her truth, backed by a signed affidavit where Layla said herself she feels unsafe and wants to live with her mother. Money and connections has gotten a lot of things swept under the rug, but my daughter is not a thing. She's a 15-year-old with feelings, not a basketball game that you just want to win. Baby girl, mommy will always fight for your voice to be heard. Thank you, Amy Luciani, for her cries inside that house of horrors and not turn a blind eye. I'm not too proud to say I need help. I don't know where to turn. Please send resources or referrals. So this photo was taken last month when she was switched into that other school. She then shows the signed affidavit in Gwinnett County in Georgia. Okay? Affidavit of custody election. My name is Layla Howard. I have been first duly sworn, and I hereby state the following. I am 15 years of age. My birth year is 2010. I am competent to testify to the facts in this affidavit. My parents are Tiffany Render and Dwight Howard. I want to live with my mother. My mother has not threatened me, encouraged me, or promised me anything to make this election. I am making this election knowingly and voluntarily. We have her signature and her printed name. This was sworn to and subscribed before me this 12th day of February 2026. So it was just weeks before all this incident occurred and everything came to the net that she signed this affidavit saying that she wanted to live with her mom. Now she's living in CPS custody. So I'm not going to play this out too much. This is just Tiffany out with their daughter. And she's just asking for anybody to come help her to retrieve her child from this situation so that she can go back with her and try to find some peace in her remaining years of schooling. She's 15 years old. I mean, just a couple years away from going out into the world as an adult and being seen as an adult. Who knows what type of traumatic experiences she's experienced as a child, but she'll then have to navigate the world as an adult and be held accountable as an adult. Just all around sad shit, man. So yeah, I'm definitely not buying whatever Dwight Howard is selling. If you choose to buy what he's selling, that's your money or your hypothetical bid. That's for you to take up with yourself and whoever you believe in. All right? But on this side, I ain't having it. You feel me? That nigga's a bullshitter, a professional one. Them fake ass smiles be getting niggas fooled. It don't fool me. Now, I don't know what Amy may have done. Like I said, I don't believe she's got completely clean hands. She lived in that house for the last 15 months. Everything came to a head just a couple weeks ago. She was complicit. She was complacent. She seen what was going on. And while she was a beneficiary of said issues, she remained quiet. She stayed there. Right? But I do commend her for coming out and letting it be known what's going on. And ultimately letting that child's mother know what was going on so that she could get on her square. Okay? Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We are about to hit 39,000 subscribers today. As long as y'all continue to hit that button. I know some of y'all be watching me and don't never subscribe. If you've been watching for over 2 weeks and ain't subscribed, quit playing. Tap that motherfucking button, man. Now, if I pop up, I just got an offer to do a goddamn free cash ad. Hey, if y'all don't want me to do it, y'all need to subscribe. Y'all need to like. Y'all need to share these motherfucking videos. Cause nigga, next week, if I don't see improvement, and I ain't saying we looking bad over here, it's gonna happen. Now, personally, I don't want to have to do it. But we need to step it up. All right? Much love and respect. I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and greats unacknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy cause consulting for the stacks I built.